What's up, boys and girls? We've made it to number 49 on our top 50 list. And it is none other than Sergey Karjakin. He was born in 1990 in Simferopol, which means he is only 30 years old at this point. Peter, what got him to this list at such a young age?
Well, I think obviously his World Championship match in 2016, where despite he lost to Magnus, he made a draw in the ordinary games and lost the playoff. And he's basically a World Championship guy, which we seem to value a lot. I mean, he's played 3 candidates tournaments. He won the one in 2016, obviously, and then I think in 14 he was second, making a huge comeback, almost catching Vichy, and in 2018 he was number 3. So he's a guy that tends to rise to the occasion when it really matters. His highest world ranking is sort of only number 4, but it seems to that he gives priority to tournaments rather than absolute ranking and such. And he was rated 2788, which is pretty good, obviously. So, but not exceptional in that case. But I think what we like about him is that he has something called clutch chess recently in St. Louis. He's there when it really matters, and he seems to deliver, basically, right? He's won World Cup in some spectacular ways. I think he won it twice. He's won Norway chess ahead of Magnus and such. So he's on a sort of tournament level, he's done basically everything, and he's done very well in the World Championships except winning it. So from that perspective, he has a huge career. Then you can say statistically and sort of durability-wise, he's not that great, but his peaks are very great.
Yeah, we could add in, he's also a world champion in rapid chess, a world champion in blitz chess, so complete across all formats. What I always recall is the 2015 World Cup final where he was playing against our friend Peter Svidler, was down 2-0, and most people would be done with the event. But very characteristically for him, in a way, he stayed calm, kept making chess moves, and came back and won the whole thing. And his career is full of him staying calm under pressure. That's probably his biggest quality.
Yeah, I think he's an amazing sports person in that sense. You also saw it with Magnus, right? I mean, he was defending very hard during all the match, and when he finally got his chance, he just scored immediately and such, right? And they call him the Minister of Defense. He was really in trouble a lot of times. And he's the worst player on Magnus, so he would be. But he kept his head calm, and he took his chance and had a lead with 3 games to go in a World Championship match against, if not the best ever, then one of the best ever in the history of chess. That is, being that close to snatching the title from Magnus is a huge achievement.
Yeah, and I think, as you will see, if we move up even higher in these top 50 rankings, getting very close to the World Championship title is something we do value very, very highly. And few have been closer than Karjakin, +1 with 3 games to go. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there was one day with a playoff, also anything could happen and such. But, you have chosen a game here, and I think it shows his ability to stay calm at basically whatever is at stake.
Yeah, the game I chose is the final round from the 2016 Candidates Tournament in Moscow. The Candidates Tournament is the event you have to win in order to qualify for the World Championship match. It was a race for at least most of the second half, as far as I recall, between Karjakin and Caruana. Caruana looked to be ahead at some point, but then going into this final round, Karjakin needed a draw with the white pieces, which of course is a great spot to be in. More often than not, top players manage at that juncture. But the way in which he managed, I thought, was both impressive and in a way quite typical for him.
Yeah, Caruana did what you should do, right? He managed to create a complex fight, and everything comes down to the value of one move. I mean, one mistake and it's and Karjakin would generally like to play safe in such situation, but he didn't get the chance. But he didn't need it. He just kept playing good chess.
Yeah, this might be the one big mistake in, I don't know, position that was tough to win for Black probably, but still full of life. He plays rook e4, looks natural enough defending this pawn, but Karjakin does strike with the move rook takes d5, which is a tactic that a top player at this level can calculate, But to do it in a must-draw situation where stakes are so high, I found very remarkable.
Yeah, I think you would rather have a forced draw than a forced win here. I mean, something that's simplistic and kills off the game, but it wasn't there. I think also it was like move 37. It was not like Karjakin had that much time left, right? I mean, some he had, of course, as far as I recall, but this is impressive. And also, when you look at this diagram, I mean, is it obvious that white is winning here? Well, you're threatening mate in one move. If you go rook d8, queen f7 is mate. But as we see in the game, well, there's actually only one threat, which is the mate on d7. So he defends that one, right?
Yeah, he plays queen c7. And the move why I was impressed with this combination is that white needs a quiet little move here. Queen to f5. Just playing on, rook down, threatening queen h7 check. Turns out there's no defense.
Maybe it's not rocket science. What do we know? I mean, the queen is hanging on c7 and such. It is probably rather simple, but I don't know. I mean, would you like to stake your career on this one? Probably. Well, it's easy to say that you would now, right? But
I would for sure. But yeah, it makes it impressive that he got here. There's no defense. Rook h8. I'm assuming queen g6 wins, and Caruana tried rook f7, but that already clearly doesn't help because it can just be captured. And after king f7, queen h7 would pick up the queen. So this is it. There were two more moves, I think. Queen e5. Once again, Karjakin does not miss a step. Rook d7, king f8, rook d8. Caruana resigned here, the reason being that king takes f7, runs into queen h7, king e6, queen d7, and checkmate. So that meant Caruana was out. Karjakin qualified for the 2016 World Championship match, held Magnus Carlsen to a hard-fought 6-6. After that, Peter, has his career slowed down? He's only 30. What can we expect from Caruana?
I mean, well, you see here, he at that point he seemed extremely competitive to his generation, right? He's actually beating Caruana and drawing Magnus. I mean, that is as good as it gets, except for actually winning the title, obviously. But I agree with you that it feels weird, right? I mean, if we think of Russian players, we would see Nepomniachtchi as up and coming, while Karjakin was the guy who actually made it to the top, and now is sort of has his peak. The only tricky point is that they're born in the same year; they have the same age, right? I don't know what to say in that sense. I mean, well, Karjakin and Magnus was always like not twins, but had a rivalry and such, and they used to sort of be the Russian versus the Western candidate and such. But that has changed dramatically in a way, and I don't know if it's ambitions or what it is. I mean, we seem to think that Karjakin can rise to the occasion if he gets the chance. Right now, he's not really getting the chance. It's puzzling. Also, we have him as ranked as number 49. That is based on achievements until now. I mean, he definitely has the chance to move up or in principle move down. But I agree with you. We're talking him like he has a finished career, and it feels like that because he's actually dropped considerably since. But the guy is 30 years old. It's weird.
We'll see what Sergey Karjakin does in the future. And continue here with number 48. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you soon.